you go, Mabel. I was watching this. Somebody sent me this link, this video about this knife, and I'm watching these two guys, man. I'm just cracking up because these two are my brothers. I don't know them. I've never met them. Matter of fact, I've never watched a video from them. Never heard of these guys. The website's the Warrior Poet Society. But man, I like these guys because they're just guys. Some of the things they're saying and doing is just, they're not being PC. They're not worried about their sensitive side. They're just aggressive. So I wanted to go over the knife that they're trying to sell. And even though I like them, I don't know if this knife is any better than the knife that I got. I mean, it's got some good points, and obviously they deploy it well. And if you want to watch the video, it's the best knife for fighting in confined spaces. And so let me take a look at a couple of these things.
Very different circumstances.
It was out of Craig's experience, real world, and just in training environments that he developed a product he calls the clinch pick. I've taken some of Craig's training, and so anyway, if you want to watch me fight a UFC fighter who is also new to the world of guns and knives as well, he was new to the world. I'm not new to the world of guns and knives, but anyway, we ended up going at it. Make sure you check out some of our other collaborative work. You can see me getting some fights and do some other stuff. But anyway, training with Craig, he showed me just kind of his problems, and then one knife, which he has here called the clinch pick. I liked it enough that we're selling it on our website. So incredible tool, but we wanted to show you the clinch pick, model its features, and then kind of show it off in a vehicle in those tight confined spaces.
Knife, it's 5.5 inches in length overall, and that footprint of 5.5 inches came from a lot of experimentation. Basically wanted to deploy the knife in a seated position. What I wanted.
So the problem I see being in California and a lot of places, once they get rid of guns, they start restricting knives because everybody moves to knives. And I've done many videos on how dangerous knives are, and how effective they are, and how people use them, and how a gun. And even these guys say they use their knife to fight to get somebody off them so they can get to a gun. So the 5.5 inches, a lot of parolees, if you're out of prison, they won't let you have a knife with a blade over like 4 inches. Normally that's the max your thing, and the way we used to measure that is about the width of your palm. If you lay a blade in your palm across the four fingers, that's usually about 4 inches. So that's usually the biggest knife you can carry. Now I think this blade is 3.5 inches if he says it here.
Was something that had as much blade as possible, was comfortable to wear, sat in historically unoccupied space, and also was hand-filling and still able for me to get a really, really good purchase on. So what we have with the clinch pick is the 5.5 inch envelope. We went with basically an egg, and what that looks like is just a hand-filling portion right here that fills the hollow of the palm without having length. That's what we looked for there. So I wanted something.
And that's the same thing that I talk about with the ultimate knife that I carry, and I did a review on. That what I like about it is it goes around my finger, and I can't drop it. This one, it's egg-shaped, so it's not going to slide as much, and it's got a piece for your thumb to be in, so you can't slide down past the blade. I think if you go back here and show that finger blade, let's see if I can... See how the finger right here is stopped from being slid down? If you jab this, your finger's not going to run over this blade. That's a problem with a lot of knives. On the knife that I like and that I carry, which I'm not promoting and I don't get any money for, I'm just telling you I like it, it has a finger loop around here and the blade's on the other side. So this blade's more forward, the other one's back. I have a finger. I like that. Let's see what else he says about this knife.
Get access to that didn't come all the way down. It was uncomfortable to wear for extended periods of time. So 5.5 inch envelope overall. The downward diagonal angle was critical to me because, and this is also what the tech was just starting off.
I'm going to keep going because you can go back and watch it if you want to watch it.
Of while for the design to actually made to my custom makers, semi-custom handle to minimize length and keep the overall footprint down. What we also have is we have a sharpened top edge, and what's really good for is when a guy grabs my knife trying to keep himself from getting run through with it, the edge is always facing him. So when we look at breaking.
Okay, the problem with this knife, and again, I'm speaking from California. I don't know how many other how many other states outlaw. In California, they call it a dagger. You cannot have a knife with the top edge sharpened and the bottom edge sharpened. That falls under the dagger category. Now, I carried a dagger in my boot as a cop, and a lot of cops use it. because if I'm using a stabbing instrument and I need to get somebody off me and I don't want them getting my gun or they get my gun, I want to cut both sides. But in very liberal la-la land, a cutting instrument that's going to be used to stab somebody in a self-defense situation is just too scary and too much more dangerous if it's got a sharp edge on the top. So California's outlawed daggers. So I'm not sure this knife would be legal in California. I have to check the statute. Maybe the blade is small enough. Maybe daggers have to be over 4 inches. But if I remember correctly, I didn't think you could have any fixed blade knife that was sharpened on both sides that would fall under dagger. It's a felony in California. So at this point in their demonstration, man, again, if you don't want to watch a vehicle, this is why I was laughing, man, because these guys are just like meat eaters, like they ain't playing. And you can tell they're not staging this, and he's not going easy on him like he would have with a quota hire in the academy or something, because we don't want to make him look bad and we want to make him feel equal. He is putting his feet on his wall and he's trying to jam this dude and he's fighting him hard. I was laughing. I was like, you go, boy. Don't play for the camera. Do it like you mean it. And he does. I was freaking cracking up.
Yeah, get some. Oh, God, that's a tough place to be. So, John, go ahead and do that. All right, if we can see where I'm at right now, do much in it. Vent, unfold, get nothing else out. Don't let me move. Yeah, just bind my hands. That's fine. Draw the clinch pick.
Okay.
Do not let me draw this.
I keep honking the horn.
Let's see if holy snap. Okay, it's out.
Yeah.
The clinch pick is out. That's the first thing. And,
He goes back at him again in a minute. They fight pretty good.
I'm trying to hit my right. Get away! So here we go.
Okay, there was no pussyfooting around here. These guys, he meant serious, and that's what I like about these guys. It's like, hey, when I say stop me from doing something, I want you to stop me. Don't be trying to be easy on me and make it easy. Hey, if I'm teaching a technique, I want you to really stop me. And that's what these guys did. I just thought they were funny as hell. And here's another reason I was laughing the way he goes. We have one lady that watches us because these guys are hardcore guys. So check them out.
Guys, clinch picks are on our website, warriorpoetsociety.us. So go ahead and check it out there. And yeah, anyway, Craig Douglas, ladies and gentlemen, lady and gentlemen. We have one gal that watches. Nobody.
That's why I was laughing. Hey, man, I don't look. I know somebody's going to say you should do research. This guy's great, or he sucks, or he's horrible, or he. Look, I don't know these guys. I'm telling you, this is my opinion of one video. Don't be coming here hating on me and telling me I should do research and I should know where these guys are born and all their experience. I'm just doing one video. I'll put the link in it. Again, the knife's okay. I'm not going to buy one. I'm not going to carry one. I'm not trying to endorse the knife, but I haven't used it. And I haven't seen it. And I'm taking their training. But, you know, somebody that likes them or has this knife is going to be jumping on me. You don't know that's a great. All right, whatever, you big dummy. Shut up. All right, well, admit there.